David Shaw here with another off-the-record story. If you want to learn more about Washington, D.C., come visit my site, offtherecordtours.com. Let's go. Wedged in between 15th and 6th Streets and Pennsylvania and Constitution Avenues, the 10 buildings of Federal Triangle are exactly the type of structures you'd expect to show the strength and permanence and stability in one's government. Behind me is the Herbert Hoover building. Before he was president, Herbert Hoover was Secretary of Commerce, and the Commerce Department building is named after him. Now, all the Federal Triangle buildings are in the neoclassical style, similar to what you would find in the Louvre in Paris or Whitehall in London. The idea behind them was first to improve the efficiency of government operations, but also to convey a sense of the permanency of our government. All of these buildings are made out of Indiana limestone, which has always made me wonder, if I go to Indiana, am I going to find giant holes there the size of these buildings? I'm here at the National Archives, where the Constitution and Declaration of Independence are preserved and displayed. Now, Federal Triangle was not always this majestic. In fact, it wasn't always Federal Triangle. Before it was constructed, this place was a neighborhood called Murder Bay, and it was a nasty neighborhood. Foul-smelling, with many places where you could drink alcohol and gamble, and there were houses of ill repute as well. It was a pretty rough place, and if you didn't belong here, well, let's just say the neighborhood was not idly named. Or if you didn't belong here, or you got stuck on the wrong side of a knife, it was easy to dispose of your body. Because right here on its southern border, in what is now Constitution Avenue, was the Washington Canal, a fetid, stagnant, disease-ridden canal, essentially an open sewer, which was the perfect place to dispose of a body. Behind me is the Federal Trade Commission building. It sits at the apex of Federal Triangle. It's the last one constructed, and because it's built during the Great Depression, it has much less ornamentation than its fellow structures. Now, the city leaders at the time thought if Washington, D.C. was ever going to be a world-class city, Murder Bay had to go. And so it did. In 1926, the federal government acquires the property and razes it to the ground. It's all for the best. But I do think Murder Bay Station would be a much better name for a metro stop than Federal Triangle Station. Well, I hope you enjoyed that off-the-record story. If you want to learn more about Washington, D.C., things seen and unseen, arrange your tour of your nation's capital at offtherecordtours.com. Until then, I'm David Shaw.